Hello. I'm later than I expected. I think today's Tuesday. I can't remember. Hope everyone's doing okay. Um, I'm thinking because I just started really late. Um, that I'm just gonna do some side quests. Yeah. I need to think of a joke that'll make her laugh, but what'll tick her funny bone? I've tried all my favorite gags already, and she didn't so much as giggle. I'm sure one of my best friends have something. I'm sure one of my best friends will have something that'll have her slapping her knee. But I can't ask him. It'll be embarrassing to admit I ain't funny enough. Wonder if there's a good joke just laying around here. Oh yeah, and I did go through and I talked to like everybody and I got all of their jokes and romantic advice. What? You picked up not one, but 3 killer jokes from me? Well, go on, tell me. I can't wait to hear. Uh, hmm. Interesting. Those 3 always knew how to make me laugh. I loved all those stories. Now, I just gotta admit them, yeah. Now, I just gotta adapt them to my own hilarious sensibilities and make that gal chuckle. You back with another bad joke? This is my last laugh, promise. I combined 4 people's worth of fun and made a real hooter. I once knew a thief who couldn't refuse any job, no matter how demeaning. One day, he went up to his wife and asked if she had any useless old things to get rid of. Why, you ask? Because he was a hunter, and his debts were a pain in his neck. And your points? That doesn't make a lick of... A lick of... Can't breathe. The more I think about it, the less sensitive. It's so absurd. It's somehow funny. I have a silly laugh. That's why I try not to chuckle in front of other people. It's not silly laugh. It's the loveliest laugh I've ever heard. Thanks. That means a lot to me, hearing you say that. I might not hate it so much anymore. Go get him, Joe! Hey, what are you fellas doing here? We knew you were anxious about this, so we came to see how it all turned out. You did it, Joe! You came up with a knee slapper. Thanks for giving Joe the push he needed to give it another go. Today's comedic success is all thanks to you fellas. Thanks. Okay. What did you want? Ruined. Some lying thief has absconded with the goods I worked so hard to procure. I believed him when he said he was a fellow merchant. Trusting oaf that I am. Oh, please. You must return my wares to me, or I fear I shall lose everything. Oh, yeah, I already had the goods, because I stole it. I don't remember who I stole it from. I stole it from somebody in town. What's this? Have you come to return my stolen wares? You were so much for me. The man who took them was a truly rotten scoundrel. I cannot thank you enough. If not for you, I would be out of business. Hey, another 3,000. Side story, stolen goods. Let me check up here real quick. And then I'll make it nighttime and then, nope. Nothing. Nothing, and looks like nothing. Cool. So that means I get to just jump to somewhere else. This is a little place. I don't assume there's going to be much. Oh, hey, there's a little path over here. Did I do this? No, I didn't. I can take this kid's stuff. Boy, age 4. A young boy who moved to this outpost with his parents. He plays by himself at the watering hole so as not to get in the way of grown-up business. He cannot swim, but he loves to play his favorite game, or his latest favorite game, counting fish. Let's just make it nighttime. Doesn't look like anything got added. I'm not going to worry about the stealing of stuff right now. We're getting information from these people. I'll worry about nighttime at another nighttime. Oh, I did not really... Oh, I don't think I got a lot of information from these people. Senna, age 17. Sisuke's younger brother. He respects his older brother, a sailor on a large vessel, more than anyone and dreams of becoming a chef. A chief? Chef. Yeah, chef. On a ship under Sasuke's command. He has already begun his culinary studies. I apparently don't know how to read words. Apparently, I have a problem with the English language. Oh, I should also check this one. Oh, person. Woman, age 31. The wife of a trader from New Delsta, traveling with him and their daughter on a business trip to the Western continent. Her husband so neglected his home life for work that the two came perilously near divorce. But she was satisfied by the solution they arrived at, traveling together as a family so they could all spend more time together. That's a nice little one. Ooh, chest. What? How do I get... Oh, chest. Ooh, a resistant nut. It's locked. Is it even locked at nighttime? Oh, it's locked. Interesting. Hope everyone's having a good day, though. Hope they're getting some relaxation in. Sesuke, age 22. A sailor on a liner to the eastern continent. He is a good-natured man with a bit of a short temper. He is close to his younger brother, Senna, and hopes to one day sail on the same ship as him. That's nice. And now I'm going to steal all this kid's stuff. Now I'm going to take all this girl's stuff. This is what happens when we level up and we're just so strong. Girl, age 8. the daughter of a trader from New Delta, accompanying him and her mother on a business trip to the Western continent. An uneasy traveler at first. Hi, Lania. How you doing? She has come to embrace the joy of discovering the world, largely due to the kindness of a boy she met in this town. Hope you're having a good day. Night? I don't know what time zone you're in, actually. Day, night, whatever time zone you're in. Hope you had a good day. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know. Oh, I should not have done that. Doing okay, you? Yeah. I've just been very sleepy lately. That's my problem. I don't know what. Just after work, I've just been so sleepy. A trader, age 37. A New Delta trader, proactive and involved in many lines of business. Came to the Western continent to seek new wares. He travels with his family, believing that they should see the world as well. I can understand that. I'm tired a lot. I'm super known for just sleeping all the time. Like I am just exhausted or asleep constantly. To the point where I accidentally oversleep streams. A girl, age 8. The granddaughter of an older man, often seen at church. Her parents are always busy working to repay their debts, so she is always with her grandfather instead. Those debts are actually alimony payments to her grandfather's 5 ex-wives. Yikes. Violinist, age 34. A woman who plays violin on a street corner every night with tones as mysterious and changeable as the ocean waves. Actually a famous musician, she finds performing solely in theaters too confining and thrives on the applause of passerby. Hey. Former U Carpenter, an old man from U, a nation that met its end decades ago. As a carpenter, he was heir to the considerable technical wisdom U once boasted. He was even involved in the construction of Fort Orochi, parts of which are still used for shelter by the poorest residents of Sai. Good to know. I'm going to Particio take Throne's case for about 5 hot seconds. How much will this cost? How much will this cost? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. A suspicious peddler, a roaming merchant often spotted in Kennelbrine and a frequent visitor to Henuyama. Hushed rumors say he deals in illegal goods obtained in the chaos of war or by criminal means, but he has yet to be caught red-handed. Okay, thanks, Particio. You can go back to hanging out in the inn for a while. Thorne, come back. Thank you. Oh, anybody up there? Nope, nobody up on the stage. But yeah, like I wanted to start this a few hours ago. Then I was like second guessing, should I even play Octopath? Should I play something else? I wanted to actually stream yesterday, but I fell asleep because I didn't stream Saturday. So I might try and stream like Thursday. Like I'm just juggling so much. Yeah. Hair in my mouth. One problem with long hair. Worried elderly man, age 65. A retired sailor living a life of refined seclusion from worldly things. In theory. In practice, he finds this so boring that he spends all day strolling the town streets. He is fond of taking care of people and helping to solve problems in his neighborhood. Ooh, can I get info and steal from you? I can steal from you. Waiting youth, age 24. Excuse me. A Canal Bryan born youth who works in the mines but is currently visiting his hometown on personal business. His parents died young, and his brother is the only living relative he is in contact with. This game really just trying to give some sad. Wealthy boy's father, age 60. An entrepreneur, widowed at a young age. He spoiled his son out of pity for the boy who never knew his mother. Now residing quietly in Canal Bryan, he still worries about his son's doings in New Delsta. And ooh, cleric, age 32. A high-ranking cleric who preaches the faith in distant regions. Her abilities and position in the hierarchy qualify her to run a church in a major city, but she prefers her humble, challenging work. She's gentle and warm by nature, but terrifying when angry. Oh, nope. One in depth. Cleric, age 28. A cleric of the Sacred Flame, though normally mild and earnest, his personality changes completely when he drinks. He has made 3 grave mistakes while drunk in the past, and the next could finish him, but he still cannot stop drinking. No one longs more desperately for assistance from the Sacred Flame. Ooh, a chest I didn't find before. Huh. Interesting little area. I wonder if there's like a quest or something that will have me going there. Okay. Let me check the weapon shop, and then I just need to. Okay, nothing in the weapon shop. Then I just need to check this. So I never came back here before. Town lighthouse keeper, the Canal Bryan lighthouse keeper, and son of a sailor who died at sea. Oh, age 42, by the way. When he learned that his father's accident was caused by an out of commission lighthouse, he took up his current profession to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. I can't believe the light's reflector's broken. Who could have seen this coming? Without a reflector, the light won't be visible until ships are practically on the rocks. It's a recipe for disaster. The problem is, the reflector's made of a special alloy called alumorite, and that's not easy to come by. I suppose another lighthouse might have a spare reflector they'd be willing to part with? Ooh, I guess I gotta find uh um another lighthouse? I don't think I've run into another lighthouse yet. I don't think I might have. Can't remember. This makes no sense. I've been waiting all day. I know this is the right place, but I'm getting tired of waiting here. I wonder where he is. I've been waiting all night. Huh. So I guess I have to guide his brother back here. Aw, wherever his brother is. Let's talk with you. It's gone! Gone! Where in the world did I drop it? The last time I remember seeing it, it was down in the Brightlands. After that, I boarded a ship heading this way via Totoa. Oh, but now I don't have it anymore. How could I be so careless? Young traveler, age 30. A young solo traveler from the eastern continent. He's headed for the deserts, but upon arriving in this town, realized that he lost a very important bottle of white ash. Okay. Oh, so all of these are I can't do much about them. Yeah. Oh, you can. Oh, the violinist. That's a nice touch. I like that. Can actually, because it talked about like the violinist really likes playing on the streets, and so they have her. That's cool. Okay. Well, I can't really do much here, so let's go. Let's go to Totoha. We actually haven't done much there. We have a lot of people to steal from and learn about. I sound really evil when I say it that way. Villager, age 56. A warm and rational woman who believes in coexistence and mutual aid. A long-standing habit of trading with the beastlings, exchanging fresh vegetables for jerky, has attracted the ire of the anti-beastling faction. Villager, age 30. A woman who lives in the village with her daughter. Her husband works on the ferry, spending long periods away from home, but her fearless daughter's exploits keep her so terrified that she barely has time to miss him. So, she reasons, it all balances out in the end. Ooh. Villager, age 28. A young man assigned to tower lookout duty. The magnificent view, the wind ruffling his hair, are things he longs to experience, but his overwhelming fear of heights has kept him grounded so far. Girl, age 5. A human girl bursting with curiosity. She often sets out on solo adventures, but has an unfortunate habit of forgetting the way home. Ever since a certain incident, she has wanted to make friends with the beastlings. Human boy, age 10. A cheerful and fearless human boy, fascinated by beastlings. After hearing a story about his grandfather receiving an amulet of affection from the beastlings, he began to long for a beastling friend of his own. Interesting. Villager, age 58. An old man who drifted into the village a few years ago. In years past, he was a knight, but he lost everything when Ku crushed his homeland. His anti-beastling sentiments are actually externalized self-loathing and humiliation, and indulging them is the only way he knows to keep despair at bay. That's a really terrible way to handle your like mental health issues, and you should really stop it. Trapper, age 30. That man needs therapy. Yes. That man needs a lot of therapy. A master trapper who is absolutely useless in any sort of fight, and so confines himself to setting traps and catching fairly small game. He sometimes sells his catch to street food vendors and hopo. Oh, hello, Magic. How you doing? Hopefully, you got a good night's sleep last night after we were up really late. Writing once again. Aw. Well, I mean, hopefully the nonsensical nature of this game helps. Villager, age 30. Yeah, it wasn't super late for me, at least that is true. A young woman who loves to express herself through fashion. She plans to move to the big city so she can keep up with the latest trends, but she finds the unique and beautifully dyed outfits of the Beastlings fascinating as well. Okay. And who else is in this town? Ooh, there's you. A foreign traveler, age 30. A young man visiting Totoha for the first time. As a descendant of the explorer who first introduced the island to the rest of the world, he dreamed for many years of visiting it himself. His ancestor's book, Dispatches from Beastling Island, was initially thought a work of imagination rather than scholarship. Interesting. Beastling, age 19. A young and happy go lucky beastling who can't fathom why humans always seem so angry. Life in the village seems just about perfect to him. His latest hobby is finding animals and other objects in the patterns of stars that cover the night sky. Beastling, age 50. An elderly beastling who acts as the village carpenter. Every building in the village is his handiwork, right down to the intricately carved ornamentation. The only problem is, he built everything to last so well that he's running out of work to do. I mean, you're a pretty good carpenter, I guess. Beastling, age 9. A young beastling going through a growth spurt. In the past, he struggled to decide whether he preferred tasty things or pretty things, but then he realized that tasty things are pretty, so he can love them both equally. Chad, are tasty things pretty? Oh, an amulet affection, good. Beastling girl, age 11. A beastling girl who wants a friend, but is too shy to make one. After learning about the old beastling custom of gifting potential friends amulets of affection, she has decided to try that approach. And so I stole it, and I'm going to give it to somebody for her. Beastling, age 37. A hardworking beastling who entered the family business of making clothes for the villagers. Techniques for weaving sturdy cloth and handling special dyes are among the traditional knowledge she has inherited. Oop, no, nobody's in there. Beastling, age 42. A Beastling studying the ancient speech. Few are fluent in Old Beastling today, but he has managed to become quite proficient by learning fragmentary words and phrases from elders who remember them. His genuine interest in the subject makes him a quick study. Juva, age 233, the current warden beast of Totohaha. As warden beasts live longer than the average beastling, he has witnessed the birth and subsequent passing of countless hunters. He can speak in human tongues thanks to a friend he made 20 years ago. Juva. Ah, there we go. Beastling, age 28. A quiet, long suffering beastling who raised her sickly younger brother after her parents were killed in an accident. She is certain that life is best on Totoha, but her brother has started to show a worrying interest in what things are like off island. A cooking enthusiast, age 22. A young beastling, even more obsessed with food than his fellows. His unrivaled love of jerky was eclipsed by his fascination with human cooking after a traveler shared a meal with him. He thinks it unfortunate that beastlings have no cooking culture of their own. Beastling, age 43. A burly beastling chosen to guard the food stores. Unfortunately, all those muscles means he gets hungry easily. Every day is a struggle between his sense of duty and the delicious treats right in front of him. Well, good news. You're just about to get knocked out. Got some jam, got a nut, got some jerky. Once before, human came, traveler, shared food, tingly meat. So delicious. Also, recipe? Having recipe can make? Wanting recipe, tingly meat. Making myself, imagine. Okay, so I guess I need to find the recipe for that beastling? I think that's what I need to do. I should also check up here just in case. Okay. And there was one more quest over here, which I think I should be able to just complete. I wonder how I could get closer to them. I want to know more about beastlings and be their friend, but how? Here, here's an amulet of affection, kid. What's this? An amulet? It looks pretty old. Wait, I've heard of this. When beastlings want to make friends with someone, they give them an amulet. All right, I'm gonna go introduce myself. Without telling any grown-ups, obviously. Hey, thanks for the amulet. Cool. Well, that's everything here. Time to go to New Delta. Nope, 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 nope. Merchant, age 26. A meticulous merchant. Ever since acquiring a precise pocket watch, he has been filling his schedule to the brim and adhering strictly to his agenda. This has made him more efficient, but has also resulted in increased conflicts with clients. Youth, age 21. A young man who came to New Delta with his friends and is currently training to become a playwright. Though he doesn't show it, he's in love with the aspiring actress of the group and hates the man who wishes to become the impresario. Youth, age 20. A young woman who came to New Delta with her friends and dreams of starring in a production at the theater. She has high hopes for the aspiring impresario of the group and plans to strengthen her ties with him, but has no interest in the man training to be a playwright. Youth, age 21. A young man who has come to New Delta with his friends and hopes to make a name for himself as an impresario. He doesn't believe the aspiring actress of the group will amount to much, but sees great potential in the hopeful playwright and wishes to exhibit his talent to the world. Okay, so you got the playwright who hates the impresario, but has fallen in love with the actress who really digs the impresario but doesn't care for the playwright, and the impresario who doesn't think much of the actress but really thinks highly of the playwright. That doesn't sound like a mess. I always forget what an impresario is. Oh, interesting. Okay. A financier. Gourmand, age 30. One of the foremost gourmands in town, even accounting for its many wealthy inhabitants. He has roamed the world tasting exquisite and unusual delicacies. Favorite dish of all? His mother's bean stew. A young lady, age 5. Born the only daughter of a wealthy man, she wants for nothing. Due to her parents' influence, she is judgmental of everything. A true testament to the apple not falling far from the tree. Tutor, age 33. A woman hired to discipline a wealthy man's daughter. She was once a distinguished soldier and has been ordered by her employer to safeguard the young lady by any means necessary. A duty which she intends to fulfill. See, the one thing I really love about this is that so many of these like random NPCs that you can choose to scrutinize or not, like these like little paragraphs have so much weight behind them that like a lot of them could be like fleshed out characters really easily because it feels like the writers already had like an idea for the world and had fun like just being like, okay, well this is the wealthy daughter, yada yada yada. I mean, she's stuck up and because she's learned it from her parents. This tutor was a soldier whose duty is is to protect this daughter or this young girl with her life, but she's also her tutor. You have the three friend group with that interesting dynamic, which sounds straight out of like a comic or an anime. Wealthy boy, age 18. A boy who lives as he pleases, drawing on his parents' vast wealth to indulge his every whim. His lack of self awareness is his greatest problem. For example, he is blissfully unaware of the disdain others hold him in. His father reportedly lives in Canal Brine. Townsperson, age 28. A man who lives next door to a selfish, wealthy boy. He used to indulge him in the hopes of benefiting from his largesse, but the utter lack of gratitude shown proved unbearable. People are motivated by more than money. Uh, I feel bad just gushing about this game, but like, Artist, age 62. An artist in charge of the theater's advertising. While it was his hobby of painting posters of Dulcinea that brought him fame, he specializes in landscapes. Alas, those hardly sell. Never stop talking about what you enjoy, Sharky. Okay, Magic, have you ever heard about the wonderful Kingdom Hearts? Woman, age 23. The daughter of a distinguished family. She loves... ... I take it back. See, that's all I had to say to make you change your mind, which is the funniest part. Let me try this one again. Woman, age 23, the daughter of a distinguished family. She loves books and is always on the lookout for rare tomes in town. She dreams of becoming a librarian at the library in Montwise. But the day of her arranged marriage draws near. Again, basically the start of an anime plot or like a comic book or something. She dreams to be a librarian at the great library in Montwise, but her parents have other ideas and have arranged a marriage to somebody who she doesn't want to marry. A woman, age 41. An elegant and intelligent noblewoman who carries herself in an impeccably graceful manner. She also has a hidden assortment of dangerous items unbefitting of her station. There has recently been a string of unsolved murders in town, but could it be? Wait, what? Are they? Okay, hold up. Are they literally putting up that this random woman is a serial killer? Are they really saying that right now? And now we know about it and we're not going to do anything about it? Okay. Lamau, what? You just gleaned that from looking at her? I mean, it's not just looking at her. I mean, I guess it is, but I feel like it's what they're going for is kind of like, um, I mean, the best way to describe it is, have you ever watched Sherlock? Or like read Sherlock, where he's just like basically gleaming like thousands of bit of information depending on like how they stand, how they walk, like what they're looking at, what like and stuff like that. That's kind of what they're going for, I guess. But it also kind of feels like they do talk to them or like also get information other ways because this blurb of information from Scrutinize you also get if you do the interrogation with Temenos or if you bribe them with Hikari. So like this is kind of like getting it from like talking to them, from looking at them, from getting all this other bits of information, talking with other people probably. It's like a giant collective information. Because they're all putting it under like, yeah, you can get it from getting information from them with Temenos. You can get it from them bribing with Ikari. You can get it from whatever the other option was during the day that I don't remember. It's not Partitio. It's not Agnia. I don't remember. Curio collector, age 47. A man who collects curiosities as a hobby. He has spent a fortune amassing a collection that includes fossilized dung from an ancient beast, the legendary scabbard of a jeweled sword, and a mermaid mummy. He often errs in judgment, but never regrets a thing. Aristocrat, age 52. A powerful aristocrat and a member of the town's Congress. He worries that population growth is threatening the town's safety and sees removing the town's impoverished people as the solution. He has a tendency to assign a class to everything and believes that he is always right, always in the right. Ah, so he's a terrible person. But like you can see here that if I do the coerce with Temenos, which is coercing information out of a townsperson, you're getting the same information. So it's kind of like you're getting information like via multi-party members doing their own thing. It's just through this one like little part of it because gameplay mechanics. And yeah, screw that guy. Aggravated woman, age 29. A woman who secretly pines for a man she is too timid to speak to. All she dares to do is follow him and observe his actions from a safe distance. Unrequited though it is, her love grows stronger by the day. And look how strong she flippin' is. I can't have her follow us, but she is strong. I stole a crepe from a person. Okay. Love so strong it makes her boof. Crepe maker, age 30. New Delsta's leading crypticier? Crypticier? I don't know how that's pronounced. His fruit stuffed deluxe crepe is famed the world over, with many sightseers visiting New Delsta specifically to try it. The crepe is a culinary masterpiece that could be eaten every day and never grow tiresome. Theater doorman, age 28. A composed man in charge of the theater entrance. His methodical treatment of guests is almost mechanical, and though he may open the door to the theater, he keeps the one to his heart shut tight, so his past and private life remain a mystery to all. Again, this is like I don't know why. Just reading this is making me think of like, oh, but then the love interest comes in and the theater doorman slowly starts opening his heart once again and letting people in, just like he lets people into the theater every day. Exhausted man, age 28. A busy resident of New Delsta. Though a good man at heart, he is prone to acting rashly after jumping to conclusions. He recently returned a young lady's handkerchief after she dropped it. They could have their own storylines. Yeah, they could literally have their own storylines and like detailed lives going on, but all we're getting are these so tiny snapshots, which just makes the world feel like, because I mean, it's a thing, right, where like some games just feel empty. I know that was a complaint with Hyrule, or with Breath of the Wild at times, because I mean, the world was destroyed, but there was like so little. Sometimes it's just like, here's a plain, there is plain, there is mountain, hi, a person, and they're gone. And I mean, a lot of games have that issue, right? But like, this game is so dense with just making it feel like they made the world feel so lived in, and everyone has their own lives and like has their own storylines going on and this, that, the other thing, that it's like, this is a lot. Fair enough. I mean, I also have the thing of, I don't like Breath of the Wild, and me saying that is not a shot at Breath of the Wild. Like, they did that thing because they were setting up the world being destroyed basically by Calamity Ganon, and like it made sense, but like, I also just really don't like Breath of the Wild, and that's just my opinion. And I'm not making shots at Breath of the Wild. Personally, really enjoyed the vast emptiness of Breath of the Wild. Made me mourn the memories and loneliness of being the hero. I mean, hey, that's, yeah. I mean, I get that. I don't know. I'm also the thing where specific open world games really don't mesh with me well. And like, Breath of the Wild is like the very specific version of open world games that just like do not mesh. I also definitely get not enjoying those components though. Yeah, no. It's we both are viewing it in different ways, and neither of us are being like, you're wrong. Yeah. Like this is is kind of open world, not in the same way that Breath of the Wild is, obviously. But like, for me, I don't like the open worlds that kind of just drop you in and be like, here's your main quest, but have fun, do whatever you want. Because I like being laser focused on a thing. And Breath of the Wild, it is very hard to be laser focused on the thing because they're either throwing everything at you or everything is so spread out. It's so hard. I know with this, it's like, okay, well, we know where all the character stories are, and we know the goals, and like, we have all these tiny side quests to do here and there. With Breath of the Wild, they're so spread out, and yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the more recent open world games. Obviously, I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and I like the implementation of Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, I feel like I really like Scarlet and Violet because it does do the like, it doesn't just drop you in like Breath of the Wild does, but it's not like, it's kind of like a weird middle ground, and it definitely has places it needs to grow and get better. But I'm hoping they continue that for the next mainline game, because I flip and love Scarlet and Violet. Boy, age 6. A courteous boy who is more knowledgeable about theater and actors. A courteous boy who is very knowledgeable about theater and actors. He has a deep respect for his father, who manages the local theater and taught him everything he knows. I mean, it also, one of the things I really like to see, yes, another Legends game would be great. Same, one of the best of the recent mainline games. Yeah. So here's my thing, and I think I actually just found this out like yesterday or today, but if you have legends, um, because I've been trying to I mentioned yesterday magic. I've been trying to finish off the decks in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and apparently I found out that if you have a save file of Legends Arceus, you can actually catch Arceus in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like it unlocks the ability to get the Azure Flute to catch them, which is just really nice. But I think what also helped for Scarlet and Legends also is that, which is why I like them more than Breath of the Wild, is, I mean, and this is a shot at me, and y'all can be like, why did you do this, Sharky? I didn't use horses in Breath of the Wild because I never ran into horses in Breath of the Wild. But in Legends and Scarlet and Violet, the movement was so fast and you can get around the world so quickly that I'm just like, this isn't a problem. Elderly man, age 70. The town's aged gravekeeper. Life is cheap in the back streets of New Delsta, and many die, leaving none to mourn them at all. Out of compassion for these lost souls, the gravekeeper collects their mortal remains and inters them in the graveyard. So I think was it Satan I was talking to, or somebody else who was baffled because I, one, did not cook food in Breath of the Wild, and two, did not use a horse. Boy, age 8. A boy born and raised in the back streets. He never knew his mother, and his father vanished not long ago. Now he is determined to do whatever it takes to put food on the table for his little sister, and one day to have his revenge on the parents that abandoned them. Okay, I agree with that, with being baffled about not using a horse, but I rarely cook food. Well, the thing is again, I never ran into horse. Like, I know people are like, but when you jump off of the plateau, there's hordes of horses there, and I'm like, not where I jumped off of. I never ran into the horses. Girl, age 6. A girl born and raised in the back streets. Her brother is the only reliable presence in her life, and she loves him desperately. She worries about how gaunt he has grown lately, and knows it is because he goes without food to make sure she has enough. But, to her sorrow, she's too hungry to say no when he offers her his bread. Again, I am baffled. I feel like I was always finding horses. Yeah. I don't know. No idea. I honestly don't think I ever registered a horse either in the stables. And it made the final battle really hard when they're like, now you have to do this stuff on horseback, and I'm like, how do you do this stuff on horseback? I don't ride horse. Flower vendor, age 30. A young man who makes his living selling flowers in the back streets. He is actually the only son of a famous merchant and used to work for his father, but abandoned that life after the horrors of war broke him in body and soul. Penurious as his new lifestyle may be, it brings him peace. The final fight has horse combat? I forgot the final battle has you on horseback. In Breath of the Wild, yeah. I distinctly remember it because I had to figure out how to use bow and arrow on horse. I have not attempted the final fight. I'm sorry I spoiled that for you. Also, there are at least 2 side quests that involve capturing a horse. Magic, here's something that you have to realize. I barely did any of the side quests in Breath of the Wild because honestly, I didn't care to do any of the side quests in Breath of the Wild because they don't give you anything useful. Handyman, age 34. A regular on Montrain's Tavern who has a long and complicated history with owner Gil. He pays his eye-popping bar tab and labor, so often that some people assume he works there full time, but he's actually handyman by trade. 2 of them give you a horse! But why do I need a horse when there's fast travel and gliding? Jack of all trades, age 33. A man so mysterious that nobody even knows his name. As far as anyone can tell, he made his living as a kind of backstreet jack of all trades. Resourceful and versatile by nature, he has nonetheless been so weakened by poverty and deprivation that his services are seldom called for today. Were you not saying how long it takes to get around Breath of the Wild Hyrule? You know what makes it quicker? Yeah, fast traveling. Yes, I know. A horse would have made it so much faster. But, like, that requires running into a horse, which apparently I never do. Concerned wife, age 36. A woman who lives humbly in New Delsta. She can be somewhat frivolous, but deeply loves and constantly worries about her kind and pure-hearted husband. Mild by disposition, she has a core of iron. But you can get a really big horse. You can... Wait, what? Really big horse? Love the idea of your Link just walking everywhere. Good lord, Zelda must have been tired watching that. Yeah, one of the side quests you capture Ganondorf's horse? Wait, what? How does that work? Woman, age 24, a local lawyer who is also the scion of a powerful noble family. Disgusted by her father's attempts to sweep the poor out of sight, she began distributing bread on the back streets. Her goals are noble, but her privileged upbringing means that she does not yet fully understand the dangers her actions place her in. Guard, age 29. This guard may seem rather unserious, but he knows how to keep his mouth shut. The building he guards is visited night after night by famous actors, powerful politicians, and wealthy visitors of every description, but he never speaks a word of what he sees. He knows that would doom him to the same fate as the last guard to hold his position. Well, too bad. I I am baffled by the idea that you like one of the side quests, like you have to tame Ganondorf's horse. Brothel girl, age 23. A lady of the night who adores money, love, affection. Who adores money, love, affection, human connection. None of that interests her. Money alone, she is quite sure, can lead her certainly to happiness. Her goal is to save 100 million leaves, and she would drink a ditch water to make it happen. This determination echoes in every step she takes through the town at night. I'm sorry, lady. Yeah, I don't even think I got. Oh, I mean, I can finish this really quickly. Let me just do this and this. There we go. I'm trying to think of aristocrat, age 55, a giant of finance whose name resounds across the land. He comes here every night for a temporary escape from his high-pressured lifestyle. A firm believer that there is nothing money cannot buy, he has always gotten his way by throwing leaves at problems. He does not realize that he is buying only obedience, not true respect. I'm trying to think of I got enough um I did enough of the like side quest to holy crap, I've now see that big horse. Thank you for the picture. That's a huge horse, which makes sense because it's Ganondorf's horse and he's like 6'8". Big horse. But I'm trying to think. I did enough of the shrine so that I could get the master sword. I mean, Link's probably just like 5 something, like average height. Like not short, but not tall. Cause like Gerudos are known to be like tall. Customer, age 30, a man drunk on self regard and alcohol who cannot stop bragging about his work. In truth, he's a low ranking member of a gang of thieves too inept to get in on the gang's real heists and forced to scrape out a living at the game parlor instead. Because, like, Gerudo are known to be like 6 foot, like super big people. So, yeah, but I feel like whenever I talk to Hylian NPCs in Breath of the Wild, I was shorter than a good handful of them. Safekeeper, age 37. The man who guards the safe at the game parlor. A champion of the illegal fighting rings, where bodyguards are set against one another while their employers place bets. He is a dangerous man who follows orders without question. Despite his casual manner, his fists are serious business. I mean, Link's over 100 years old, he just shrunk. Right? That's how it works, right? A manager, age 32. Manager of the game parlor, or so it appears. He is actually just the front man for the Black Snakes, who forced him to take on punishing debt and shoulder all the liability should things go wrong. Revealing the truth, or trying to escape his golden handcuffs, would be highly hazardous to his health. But yeah, I did enough shrines to like I filled out all of the stamina rings and I got enough to get the master sword. But other than that, like I probably got a few more heart containers afterwards, but I didn't nearly get all the shrines. Dealer, age 40. A dealer at the new Delsta gaming parlor. A masterful cheat, he is able to control the outcome of any game in the parlor at will. His role is to hook new players on gambling by setting them up with a big initial win. We're not doing anything illegal here. No way, no how. I don't know. But I am seriously debating. Well, let me get the thing here. I'm probably not going to get Tears of the Kingdom until I see enough gameplay that might make it seem like it's worthwhile for me to get, or that it's changed enough that I'm like, okay, this will probably be fine for me. I'm begging you, please don't go back there. Don't try to stop me. I'm going to that game parlor whether you like it or not. I'm gonna win for sure this time, so don't ruin this for me. Why won't you listen to me? Someone please stop him. Though I was born a gambling man. Gambling husband, age 30. And how do you pronounce this word? Inveterate? Inveterate? Yeah, inveterate. Gambler, lured into the vice by his first huge win, he has visited the gaming parlor frequently since then, but has only managed to set new records for losses and remains oblivious to his concerned wife's counsel to stop. Here's the truth about the gaming parlor. The dealer at the gaming parlor is cheating? You heard the truth, didn't you? There's no way to win at the game parlor. It's a lie. I know it. I've won big there before. That's how they trick you. They let you win once so that you'll come back and play again. I can't believe this. They set a trap and I fell right into it. To tell the truth, I already knew that place was just too good to be true. But there was no way I could face you after squandering all our money. I don't care about the money, dear. I'm more worried about you. There's still time for you to change your ways. So please, enough gambling. Come home already. I'm so sorry, darling. Thank you for understanding. Nice. I mean, it also doesn't help that there's just so many other games that have come out lately that I'm like, I need to get through them. Like, I need to do this. I still have. Heck yeah, you got a pomegranate. Have I eaten a pomegranate in real life? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but lately I feel tired all the time. I even went to see an apothecary, but he said there was nothing physically wrong with my body. I constantly feel like I'm being watched, so it's impossible to relax. We'll add that to the list of foods for you to try. How big is the list, Magic? Do you think there could be some kind of bad spirit following me around? Maybe I should get myself one of those special invigorating stones on the Western Shore. I just don't have the energy to make the journey. I'm so exhausted. What should I do? Nice. And then I got you. Oh, my throat is bit parched, but I'm not quite in the mood for wine at the moment. Bring me fruit. I need some ripe grapes. I think some ripe grapes will suffice. Oh, goodness gracious, my throat is drier than the desert sands. I'll pay you leaves, so don't waste another second. Oh, could I talk to him? Ah, yeah, here you go. Oh, good news. Wasn't as thirsty as I thought, nor do I like grapes, so I'm not even upset at how long it took you to get those. But if you insist on giving them to me, I'll graciously throw them away for the both of us. Here, you wanted money, didn't you? So take your leaves and you may be on your way. Forced to receive 5 leaves. So ends the bourgeoisie boy? I'm craving one of those, you see. In fact, I can't stop thinking about it. Now, could you not know what I'm talking about? It's obvious, isn't it? Oh dear, I can't believe I have to spell this out for you. It's a plum. I want to eat a plum. Now go. Here's a plum. Oh, I see you've brought a plum, just as I asked. You don't have a mind of your own, do you? There were so many better things you could have brought me, but we are. Oh, well, you tried your best, I suppose. Shame on me for expecting better of a commoner. Well, lesson learned. Forced to receive 24 leaves. So ends the bourgeoisie boy? Oh, my throat is a bit parched, but, uh, wait. 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 Hold up. I have to Google this really quick. Ah, okay. Okay, that's actually pretty smart. So what? So here is the hint on how to finish the sub story. His father reportedly lives in Canal Brine, and he's basically living off of his parents' money. So we actually met his father recently. Uh, his father was here. He still worries about his son's doings in New Delsta. Oh, we're not gonna rat him out. We're literally going to bring the father. Oh, what perfect timing. I've got a bit of an itch on my back, and if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours with leaves. I cannot believe my ears. Father, what are you doing here? I came to see how my son is doing, and I must say I am very disappointed. If you want something, you'd best learn to get it yourself. How dare you treat others like your servants? I'm so sorry. I thought giving people money would make them happy. Not with that ungrateful attitude, you fool. This is all my fault. I shall atone by making sure you get a thorough education on how to treat others. I'm sorry you had to see that. But thanks to you, I was able to teach him a long overdue lesson. Thank you. So ends the tale of the bourgeoisie boy. I've apologized to everyone I used. I won't do it again, truly. Uh Okay, I need to find the thing for him. The invigorating stone, whatever it may be. Ooh, I don't think I went in here. Are you still wanted for murder at the moment? We're not going to think about that. Oswald, yes, is still very well. No, here's the thing with Oswald. He's wanted for murder, but everyone thinks he's dead. So it's hard to be actively searched for when everyone truly believes you died. Effective. A merchant, age 27. A merchant recently arrived on the eastern continent. After experiencing some success in the West, he eagerly made the journey to New Delta in hopes of achieving even more, but was overwhelmed by the town's prosperity and has completely lost his nerve. Tavern cook, age 36. A cook recently hired by a local tavern. He has talent, but previously languished without a chance to use it. He hopes to somehow repay the tavern owner who hired him as head cook. Today's sales were mediocre at best. There's no way I can tell the owner about this. He had faith in me. He even promoted me to master chef. Maybe I just need to create the right menu? You know, something sensational. All right, first things first, I gotta find me the tastiest gradient around. Maybe a Delsta Devil from the cave out east would do the trick? I heard they're pretty slippery, but mighty delicious. Yeah, so like we did chapter 3 of Oswald's, and we ran into some guard and they're like, huh, we thought you died. Okay, then we'll just take you back in. But then we beat up the guy so much that he wasn't going to report us or he would die trying. Townsperson, age 42. Once a master leather worker whose pieces were sought after by famous people the world over. However, he lost all motivation after the passing of his beloved wife and closed his shop. He now spends his days keeping the memory of his wife alive. I think that was also the same person where he was hoarding money and we decided to just burn all of his money. Just set the entire stash on fire. A midwife, age 58. A veteran midwife who has delivered hundreds of babies. Her expertise and encouragement have saved lives and brought comfort to countless mothers and children, but she herself has lived a solitary life with no family to call her own. No, wait, first, before I knock this guy out, let's steal and let's scrutinize. Soldier, age 37. Many a pilgrim to Flame Church are kept safe by this vigilant and capable mercenary. He spends nearly every leaf he earns at the game parlor in New Delsta, a fact made evident by the state of his lodgings. Now let's make it nighttime and let's knock him out. Because now I get a shield and a healing item. And yes, if you haven't noticed, I've been walking up to everybody, stealing from them, then getting information from them, then walking away. Young artist, age 30, the son of a wealthy family and an aspiring painter. He travels the world in search of new motifs, though it was the mountain ranges of Flame Church that convinced him to stay a while. He speaks of grand dreams and designs, but puts conspicuously little action behind his words. Townsperson, age 32. A woman born and raised in this town. Her husband claims to have fallen in love with her ordinariness, but that is precisely what bothers her. She thinks herself too ordinary. Now she seeks to break the monotony by showing an interest in eternant paint eternant painter. I I apparently just don't know language and how to speak. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that. I need to pay for that one. Or are you here at night? No, you're not. Cleric, age 26. This recently anointed cleric is the youngest of 7 children, and the only girl among them. Though a little rough around the edges, she is enthralled by Sister Mint's calm demeanor, and hopes to one day emulate it herself. Ooh, item. Partitio! Partitio! Wherefore art thou, Partitio? And mine. Partitio, thank you for giving me that item. And now you must go back into the tavern, drinking your life away. What? I didn't say a thing. Mint, age 25. A cleric who wishes for the blessings of the sacred flame to reach every corner of the realm. Never without a smile on her face, she's deeply devoted to her missionary work and prays every day in her effort to make amends. Piano playing cleric, age 32. A piano prodigy who began practicing at a young age, long before she became a cleric. Despite her calm and gentle mannerisms, she plays the piano with warmth and passion. Her regular church recitals always draw large crowds. Hey kids, thanks for the items. Girl, age 9. A girl who spends much of her time at the church. She adores Sister Mint and longs to become a cleric one day. She believes a close childhood friend of hers also wishes to become a cleric, and now secretly sees her as a rival. There is little room in her head for anything else. Girl, age 9. A girl who spends much of her time at the church. She's in love with her childhood friend and longs to become his wife. She believes another friend of hers is in love with the same boy, now secretly sees her as a rival. I I read this before and I'm just going to read this because again, it just makes sense. Boy, age 10, an active boy who spends much of his time at the church. While his scrapes and bruises appear to be a natural outcome of his boundless energy, he actually seeks out danger knowing that his apothecary mother can patch him up. He secretly desires to become an apothecary himself. So this boy just really wants to become an apothecary. This girl loves the boy. This girl just really wants to become a cleric and thinks this girl wants to become a cleric. And the girl who loves the boy thinks that the girl who wants to become a cleric also loves the boy. What the crap? Why does everyone have to see each other as rivals? Um, because because how else will they become the frenemies that they were destined to be? Cannot steal. street vendor, age 25, a rather nervous looking man who carefully observes anyone who visits town. At night, he turns his gaze towards the heaven, counts every last shooting star. No matter what he does, he follows his rules for it to the letter. Townsperson, age 30, a resident of Flame Church who serves as courier and messenger between the town and the Order of the Sacred Flame. As such, he knows the clerics at the cathedral well. In fact, he is secretly in love with one of them, a sister named Mint. Yikes. Already got you. Come on. There you go. Apothecary, age 27. A cordial apothecary who looks after the pilgrims visiting the cathedral and offers free care to those in need. Her husband, who is also an apothecary, makes his rounds on the outskirts during the day, helping ailing townsfolk. Townsperson, age 34. Though once a gainfully employed artisan like any other, this man lost his job through an unfortunate combination of poor luck and injury. The latter eventually healed, but his will to work never recovered, and his wife has since given up on him. Each day feels worse than the last. Me- um, hey, are you okay? There might be a therapist that I can get and to talk with you, because man, you seem really down on your luck, and I think you just need somebody to talk to and care for you right now, and like care about you. Okay, I'll talk to you later, man. Just need to talk to you. Of late, we see more people coming on pilgrimage to the cathedral than ever before. Unfortunately, the path to the cathedral is poorly lit and dangerous for the unprepared, crawling as it is with petrifying creatures. Candles of the sacred flame have the power to keep those creatures at bay. Placing them carefully along the path could provide relief. If only some patron would pick up some candles and put them at my disposal. Ha! You've collected all the candle of the sacred flame, I see. Superb! One more candle and we'll have the power we need to keep those creatures away from our pilgrims. Do I need to like steal it from somebody at night? No, I already got you. No, you don't have it. You don't have it. I already stole from you. I already stole from you. Hmm, 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 hmm. Oh, that's so sad. The person who was going after the the stupid painter is this guy's wife. Oh, dude. Huh. Maybe I'll find somebody on the path itself. Or maybe at the church. Because it's been a bit. I was a little just scrutinizing people and being like, man, I'm not dealing with that. Just run away. There is so much drama. Right. I haven't been up here. Up there's the other candle. Cleric, age 35. A gentle cleric with a disarming smile. Though he walks the straight and narrow now, he was once a thief. The pontiff's sermons convinced him to change, and he eventually became a devoted cleric. He works tirelessly for the church to show his gratitude. Patchouli, wait, what? Wait, what? Patchouli, were you a thief? Magic? Magic? Were you stealing from people in the Feywild? No, but can you imagine? It would actually be really good. Elderly man, age 78. An old man who prays at the cathedral daily. He is secretly suffering from a fatal disease and doesn't have long to live. Well aware of this, he spends his time praying to the sacred flame as a form of reevaluating his life. He has made a hobby of giving people candy. But that would have been like such an interest, like a funny thing where it was kind of just a like, you just being like, oh yeah, that's Patchouli's backstory. Like including the like stealing from people and all that. Like that would have just been like a funny thing just to drop. Elderly woman, age 69. A woman who made the journey from Winterbloom. Her first grandchild is due to be born any day now, so she has come to pray for the health of both mother and child. Though her once strained relations with her daughter-in-law have improved, she has reflected on her behavior and intends to repent. A Sanctum Knight, age 25. A formidable Sanctum Knight who guards the cathedral during the day. Her skills with a blade have carried over to the kitchen, where she is an expert chef. She creates elaborate meals on her days off, though she's yet to share them with anyone. Is anybody in here? Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Okay. We're getting all the backstory today. I think the funniest backstory for Truly, given her current character, would be if she was like wanted for murder in the Feywilds and left to escape the authorities. Now keeps getting upset when Einram and Sul murder, because what if word gets back to the Fae that there's a Harengon involved in all these situations and is like being touted as like a Harengon who obliterates her enemies, but like she's trying to atone for everything. That would have actually been a really cool backstory. Cleric, age 32. A cleric working at the cathedral. Though hired to be a cook, he loves nothing more than a good secret and longs to hear the confessions of the townsfolk. He is also quite chatty, so one must be careful what is said in his presence. Ooh, maybe I'll use that for a different Patchouli incarnation in the future. That would be cool. Woman, age 31. A woman who brought her son to the cathedral. She spends much of her time praying that her son will find his way in this cruel world. What she doesn't realize is that her son worries just as much about her as she does about him. Cleric, age 38. A cleric working at the cathedral. She's deathly afraid of most everything, but particularly hates how the old cathedral looks at night. She prays daily that she won't be put on night watch. And is there anyone? Oh, there's a lot of people up here. And there's a quest. Townsperson, age 44, a most devout adherent to the Order of the Sacred Flame. She has been visiting the cathedral for decades and knows more of its inner workings than any cleric. The depth of her knowledge even extends to those who work there. Not even the most long-serving cleric dares defy her, lest they be reminded of the foibles of her early days. Of their early days. Wow. Wow. I remember when you were knee-high. And guess what, youngie? I remember what you did. Do you remember what happened to old Johnson? How you bullied him? Hunter, age 39. A hunter has made a home for himself in the nearby mountains. He frequently comes to the cathedral to confess for taking the lives of living creatures and gives thanks for the blessings of the natural world. Whenever he lands something particularly large, he gives the finest cuts of his hunt to the church as thanks. Head cleric, age 35. A long-serving cleric who spent several years as attendant to Pontiff Jorg. Though he has no particularly notable talents, Jorg praised his honest and reliable nature. He now strives to keep the order running in the late pontiff's stead. I think that would be how it's pronounced, Jorg? I could be wrong. Cleric, age 35. A cleric who handles church repairs and maintenance. As a student of art, he has studied the cathedral's stained glass window as an artwork in itself. He can get carried away with academic theorizing, but his purity of heart won over even Pontiff Jorg. No progress whatsoever on repairing the cathedral window. His Holiness would be heartbroken if he knew our cathedral was still bereft of its most beloved feature. The problem is we lack the materials to effect repairs. If we had one large soulstone of each type, fire, ice, thunder, and wind, its window could be restored, but alas. Should you come into possession of 4 kinds of soulstones, the cathedral would be most grateful to receive them as donations. That's not going to be for a while. Large soulstones do not come cheaply or easily. And I say cheaply like you can buy them. You can't buy them. Boy, age 10. A boy who has been brought to the cathedral by his mother. He was born hard of hearing and spends his time trying to learn to read lips. He prays that he'll be able to comfort his mother, who worries over his health. A cleric, age 23. A book lover whose lust for the Order's luxurious library drove her to study hard and become a cleric. She was overjoyed when she was assigned to that very library, though it should be noted that she loves the feel and smell of old books more than the words contained therein. I feel like I had that one. Oh well, not a big deal. Candy. A scholar, age 31. A scholar studying the relationship between geological features and ruins. He presented a thesis that the Isle of Illusions mentioned in the Order's legends actually exists, only to be laughed at and shunned by the academic community at large. That has not deterred him, however. His Research continues apace. I wonder how easy it would be to be laughed at by the entire academic community. Good for him. Now we got to go back because now we have the candle to finish that quest. The scale of the laughing and ridicule is often correlated with gender, race, sexuality, etc. in academia, I'm afraid. Really? I mean, that shouldn't be too much of a surprise because like academia, like a lot of institutions, is sexist and racist and homophobic and all that stuff. But perfect. There should be plenty to keep them at bay. Once we put these candles in place, the pilgrimage will be covered by their protection. Allow me to convey my appreciation in our pilgrim's place. Thank you. Oh, yes. Here's $5,000 and 2 nuts. I think I got everything here, but I'll just double check. What did you need? Oh, okay. Wait, let me get the let me go get that veteran midwife. Because a baby's coming and we need a midwife. Help! The baby's nearly here! The baby's nearly here! Well, it looks like I'm just in time. How fares your wife? It's you! Please, you have to help my wife and child! That's why I'm here. Leave it to me. The baby's born. Oh, I'm so relieved. She's the sweetest little girl you'll ever lay eyes on. She's resting comfortably with my wife. Oh, thanks to the midwife, of course. Oh, thanks to me? Your wife is the one who birthed the wee babe. She's the one upon whom you should be heaping your praise. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Well, Magic, I do hope that you're not going to be laughed at for theories. And yep, got that. And that. And that. Cool. And finally... Ooh, do not have you. It'll depend on if my theories are any good. I mean, that's fair. A retired scholar, an elderly one-time scholar. He studied the possibility of wind-powered engines for most of his life, but never managed to turn his research into anything practical. The advent of the steam engine put a stop to his research, after which he became a recluse. Some theories are revolutionary and change how we think about science, but some are also just bad. That's fair. That's very fair. I think we've actually hit No, we didn't hit all of them. We still have, I think, Cropdale left. Yes. Once we finish up Cropdale, we'll have done all of the starting towns, which is pretty good. Got some side quests done so far. Got got all the starting town stuff done. Knock this guy out real quick just to double check what's back here. Beastling, age 20. A beastling who was grievously wounded while traveling the western continent solo and incognito. The owner of this house happened to find her and saved her life. Several months later, her wounds have healed, but for some reason she cannot muster the will to set out again. Oh, there's a chest back there. I should get that chest. Ha ha ha. 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 Villager, age 42. This woman can often be found doing laundry in the river. She can be rather sharp tongued, but she is also the hardest worker in the village. Garrett, the tailor, was her playmate as a child, and since the death of his wife, she has tried to look after him and his daughters as best as she can. Uh, Garrett, age 48, Agnia's father and a tailor by trade. His meticulous work has been praised by connoisseurs since he was a young man. It even earned him a secret reputation on the eastern continent. Once that drew uh Kuan Ku, Kuani to the village to order a custom-made dress 20 years ago. Kuani? Uh, I'm bad at names. And then wait, I still have to get that. And all of the other reindeer. Now I'm like, wait, does anybody remember that movie? Or am I just showing my age? Elderly woman's son, age 33. Son of the elderly woman who, with an injured leg. He normally works in the forest to ensure that nothing trips his mother. He tidied up the house and put all the unnecessary items and bric-a-brac in a watermill deep, building deep in the forest. Nobody here. Okay. Um. Oh, cool. Uh, hmm. Let's go to Winterbloom. Let's go to some of these other towns and start seeing what we can dig and steal up. Elderly man, age 61, a brewer focused on making fine cider. He tirelessly samples his own product. The cider made from the town's famous apples is dry, with only a hint of sweetness, and is highly rated by all the drinkers in town. Townsperson, age 24, a man on a long term stay at the inn. He used to work in Clock Bank, but grew weary of socializing and moved somewhere quieter. Though he remains a bit guarded, he's at least come to make nice with the other villagers. Oh, yeah, here it is. Townsperson, age 23, a young man who lives in Winterbloom and has struggled for many years to find some use for the vast amounts of snow that fall each year. He eventually gave up and went to the Scholars Guild to request a solution, but was unceremoniously turned away. Wait, did I steal from him? Yes, I did. Hunter, age 30, a capable hunter who can be found fishing at the nearby lake in the summer. The fresh meat and fish he provides fill the bellies and nourish the souls of the townsfolk. Townsperson, age 33, a hunter, farmer, manufacturer, and merchant. He packages the meat he hunts and the vegetables he grows into preserved meals. He then sells wholesale to the town and surrounding villages. He abhors wasting food, preferring to use even the stalks and roots of his vegetables in his meals. Okay. Soldier, age 27. A soldier born and raised in Winterbloom, who now stands guard at the Montwise Library. Though the Winterbloom armorer's wares are simple, he appreciates their durability enough to return whenever he needs to replenish his supply. I hate this stupid sword. What business does it have to be stuck in this rock anyway? I tried pulling it out, but it won't budge. Maybe I'm just not strong enough. I wonder if I can break the rock with one of those pointy things that miners have. Or maybe I just need more hands to rip this thing out. Wait, hold on. Troubled woman, age 25, daughter of a local shopkeeper, energetic, cheerful, and prone to saying exactly what she thinks. She has lately taken an interest in gardening and begun collecting trees and flowering plants that can thrive in the local climate. We did steal this pickaxe in Ores Rush. What? This is one of those pointing tools the miners use. Perfect. I can use this to chip away at the rock that stubborn sword stuck in. All right, stand back and I'll give it a try. It worked! It worked! Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally grow myself a proper garden. Oh, before you go, why don't you take this useless, I mean, useful sword with you? It's all rusted over, but I'm sure it'll look nice with a proper polish or something. And you never know when something like this will come in handy on your journey. Rusty sword, revitalizing jam. So ends the tale of the sword and the stone. I am now King Arthur. Or sorry, I am now King Oswald. Nope. Can't knock him out yet. Ooh, that was a tough one. 32%. Oh, geez. Thief, age 32. A lone bandit whose face betrays not even a hint of emotion. He'll do quite literally anything if the price is right. He uses nearly all the money he earns to look after stray dogs and cats he's taken in. Nobody in there. If I remember right, yep, I already got you. Thief, age 35. A bandit encamped beside the armorer. He sells stolen goods and claims to be a connoisseur, but his suspicious pricing gives him away as a completely self taught businessman. The arms merchant next door is actually his half brother. Nice. Townsperson, age 30. A man who carefully watches everyone's comings and goings. He's actually a soldier hired by the local lord to fend off bandits. They've proven more powerful than he expected, and so he finds his watch to be a full time job. Girl, age 11. A young girl who loves cooking and eating. She especially loves working with limited or leftover ingredients. Though her flavors are absolutely divine, her presentation could use some work. Townsperson, age 24. An exceptionally frugal woman who's born and raised in this town. Her mother and grandmother taught her all they knew about surviving the winter, and she learned well from it. Now she continues the tradition herself, passing that information on to her daughter. Townsperson, age 59, a sheltered woman from the idyllic Conning Creek who moved to this town when she married her husband. Life in the deep snowy country has taught her that happiness comes not from opulence, but from gratitude. Okay. And anything in here? Nope. Woodcutter, age 28. A taciturn charcoal maker. Come winter, he holes up in a small shack and turns the trees he felled in summer into charcoal over the course of several days. His efforts are rewarded with a high quality product that sustains the lives of everyone in town. Boy, age 10. A young boy whose boundless energy carries him out of doors at all times. He has absolutely zero interest in books or toys, preferring instead to play his favorite game, inventing new ways to play. He may never run out of ideas. Okay. A thoughtful father, age 45. A steady, even tempered man who runs a farm. Through sheer perseverance and careful cross pollination, he's managed to create strains of wheat and fruit trees that grow in the cold, unforgiving soil of this town. In the cold, unforgiving soil of this town, his son aims to become a scholar. My son will be leaving to pursue his dream of being a scholar. I want to give him a parting gift before he goes, but I just don't have the money. Isn't there anything I could give my boy to wish him well on his journey? Here, have a quill that I stole from another scholar. You said it's the beloved quill of a former scholar? I can't believe you went through all that trouble for me and my boy. Oh, I stole it. Don't worry. Thank you so much. I'm going to give it to him right away. You wanted to speak to me, Father? This is for you, my boy. I hope it helps on your journey. Wait, I know what this is. They say many a scholar is fond of silver quills like these. And when a scholar retires, they usually pass their quill on to another to encourage their studies. I may not be a scholar, but the intention is the same. The path ahead of you won't be easy. There might even be times where you want to give up. But I believe in you, boy. You're going to be great someday. I just know it. Father, thank you. I swear on this quill that I'll study hard and make you proud. You already do, son, and I can't wait to see you walk through that door as a full-fledged scholar. Well, I'm sorry, you thoughtful father. You kind of have to get knocked out right now. Okay. That was probably the meanest thing I yeah, I was gonna say that's probably one of the meanest things I could have done is like I went through like I got this quill for him so that he could give it to his son, like and everything, and then I'm just like, now go to sleep. I believe I got everyone from here, but let me just double check. Oh, I didn't steal. But hey, I got some items. The Nix family tree shows the lineage of the royal family that ruled the northern region of the Brightlands. Interesting. Clock bank. I'm gonna need to level up if I'm gonna continue doing this stuff. Yeah, I might need to level off screen if I'm gonna continue doing this stuff. Haggard man, age 31. A man defined by his love of Catherine, living only to follow her moods, obey her whims, and devote himself to her body and soul. He is considered a hopeless case by those around him, but Catherine's happiness is his happiness too. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just thinking of what I should do. Okay, what I think I'm going to do. I think I'll. Yeah, I should, cause it's also. Oh, hey, Agnia. Um. Geez, you're strong. What do I even get from you? Meh. Um. Yeah. Um, what I will do is, um, I will spend some time, or spend some more time, I should say, leveling up. Oh, Throne, this was made for you. Actually, and also, Oswald, this was also made for you. Um, yeah, I'm fine with money. Yeah, so I will spend a bunch of time leveling up before I stream next. Just so, because I'm probably this entire week is going to be me doing. Okay, I have to do this one first. Lonesome Cat, age 2. A cat with a mysterious air of refinement. Fickle and contrary, she is very comfortable around humans and excellent at getting what she wants from them. She acts as if born to rule over her long-suffering owner. In short, she's the paragon of catdom. You know, I think that is the best spot to end the stream, by scrutinizing a cat for information. I'm gonna actually try to be back Thursday to make up for the Saturday stream. And I'll just do some leveling and stuff like that, just so that I can do some more side quests and scrutinize and steal and stuff like that. Because I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I'm kind of I'm not putting off the main story, but like, you know, it's just I got there's other fun stuff to do. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.